default instance, okay, through SAP INST, we can install our database. We can install our database with our SID, with our SID, okay, and this is our requirement. SAP NetWeaver 7.0 on top of SQL Server on top of Windows operating system. Okay, the pre-checks are, we need to check the OS server details, IP, host name, domain, RAM, and CPU, 4-core CPU. Okay, 4-core CPU we'll discuss. Okay, and FQDN. FQDN is nothing but fully qualified domain name. Okay, if sometimes client will provide in a real-time scenario, sometimes client will provide you fully qualified domain name. Okay, for example, abc.com. Okay, this fully qualified domain name, if you have a fully qualified domain name, then we need to provide at the time of installation. Okay, and .NET framework also we need to install as a pre-step for MS SQL Server. Okay, but MS SQL Server 2008. Okay, if you are installing on Windows operating system 2008, then .NET framework is not required. If it is a before release SQL Server 2008, then we need to install a .NET framework. Okay, we need to install a .NET framework. Okay, and yesterday I think Rajesh has asked me what is the J2 SDK minimum version, right? So the J2 SDK means Java Development Software Kit. Okay, it's a minimum requirement is 142 is minimum is required. Okay, once your Java installed, then we need to set the environment variables with the variable name Java underscore home. Okay, and next we need to install a default instance, SQL Server default instance. Okay, after that we need to start our SAP installation. Okay, SAP installation through installation master. Through installation master. Now quick we start the installation, and after that we will discuss, okay, about the theory. See this. Okay, yesterday I have deinstalled SQL Server. Whatever we have installed a SQL Server, I have deinstalled. Okay, now again we will install. And yesterday I have installed J2 SDK. J2 SDK only I have installed. Okay. This one, J2 SDK 14231 Windows AMD 64. This I have installed. Okay. Nothing. If you click here, run as administrator, then it will install by default in C drive. Okay. So once J2 install, once your J2 SDK installation completed, then we need to set the environment variable, right? For that, you need to go to the right click, computer properties, advanced system settings, environment variable. Here I have given my Java underscore home is the environment variable, and the path is C J2 SDK 14231. Okay, and here in path go to edit. Okay, and come to last. Okay, put semicolon, and after that we need to provide a bin directory, means where is our Java SDK binaries. Okay, Where is my binaries? C colon J2 SDK 14231/bin, right? So this one step I have done. Okay, the remaining we will do now. Okay, so up to here clear? Java, how to install a J2 SDK and how to set environment variable. Up to here clear?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes,
Nowadays SAP
yes.
Instance comes with SWPM, na? SWPM, right?
We will discuss the theory part, okay? Once we'll start the installation and we'll discuss this theory part, okay?
Okay, okay.
So now you are clear the first step, right? Java SDK, how to install and how to set the environment variable. The first step is clear, okay? So now we will start the SQL installation, okay? When you are starting SQL Server installation, we need to use this file, SQL4 for SAP, okay? This is not a standalone database. We are using this database for our SAP, okay? And we need to run this script, SQL4 for SAP, okay? So here, this default instance I am talking, okay? First, SQL Server, we need to install a default instance. On the top of default instance, we need to install our database with our SID. Okay. First, we will install a default instance. Okay. No
Yesterday we have already
SQL
installed, no?
Server instance was found. No. Yesterday, what we have done is, yesterday here, in the place of default instance, we have provided SID here. Okay.
Okay.
So that is not correct to the our SAP instance. Okay. For that, first SQL architecture, what SQL is saying, for SAP, first you need to install default instance. Okay. By default, it will take a default instance. See the first line, for a default instance, enter default. Okay, so it is already taking a default instance as a default. Okay, so I'm just selecting OK. Now my
Means,
instance is, what is the tell me.
yeah, means every time we have to do means two installation for default and also for development. Or
Sorry, come again.
actually yesterday we did for development, no? Means every time we have to do the same or only default is enough.
Yesterday, in the place of default, we have selected SID, DEV, right?
Right, right.
So that is not a correct for our SAP installation.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, okay.
So before that, first of all, first point is we need to install a default instance. Okay. So remember this point. First, you need to install a default instance. Remember this point. Okay. So now I am installing a default instance for SQL. Okay. Just click on OK. Okay. It will take a 15 minutes. Okay. In this 15 minutes, we will discuss about the theory. So now, so as a pre-steps, what we need to cross-check? We need to cross-check our IP, host name and usernames, domain name, RAM, CPU. CPU is nothing but a here 4-core CPU. Okay, 4-core CPU. What is mean by core CPU? C. Core CPU and one CPU. Okay. For example, 2-core CPU and one CPU. One CPU is nothing but it is a physical CPU. Okay. It is a physical CPU and it contains multi-threading concept. Means it contains a processing units. Okay, it can do a processing units, means number of parallel process can be handled. Okay, here 2-core CPU is nothing but not a 2 physical CPUs. Okay, 2-core CPU is nothing but it's not a physical CPUs. Only physical CPUs having multi-processing. Okay, 4-core CPU means 4 processing units. Okay, internally we have a 2 processing units, and internally it can handle multi-threading concept. I will clear this. Any doubt here? Example, this is my one CPU. This is my one CPU. Okay, these two I call it as a 2 CPU. Okay, and this is my one core CPU. This is my one core CPU. This is my one core CPU. This we call it as a 3-core CPU. Okay, I will show you in this server. Go to the task manager. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4 core CPUs. Means internally it contains 4 processing units. Okay, means every processing unit can handle multi-threading concept. Multi-threading means so multiple parallel processes can be handled. Okay, multiple parallel processes can be handled. Got it? 4-core CPU. 4-core CPU means 4 processing units. And this is not a physical CPUs. Okay, one physical CPU having multi-processing units. Okay, and FQDN, fully qualified domain name. Okay, and .NET framework, it is required before SQL Server 2008. Okay, if you are installing SQL Server 2008, okay, .NET framework is not required. It's already installed in Windows 2008. Okay, and J2 SDK, Java Development Software Kit, we required a minimum 142 is required. Okay, install SQL Server default instance. Okay, this is what we are running right now. We are installing a SQL Server default instance. Now, once your default instance has been completed, then you need to start your SAP installation through Installation Master. Okay, in older versions, for older versions, SAP has provided installation through Installation Master DVDs. Okay, now in new versions, SAP has provided SWPM, Software Provisioning Manager. Okay, Software Provisioning Manager. Okay, so how can I install my SAP? Using SAP INST tool, right? So this file we need to run, SAP INST file we need to run from SWPM or Installation Master DVD. Okay, Installation Master. Okay, so older versions we need to download Installation Master also. Okay, for older versions, what I required to install my SAP, I required a installation master, I required a exports, I required a kernel, I required a SQL Server database, I required J2 SDK, correct? So these files are required to install my SQL Server SAP NetWeaver 7.0. Okay, SAP NetWeaver 7.0 is nothing but it's a dual stack system. Okay, it's a dual stack system, means it is a combination of ABAP stack plus Java stack. Okay, up to here any doubts? Any doubts? So in our older versions, we are installing SAP installation through installation master, right? So in our new versions, SAP has provided a SWPM, software update manager, sorry, software provisioning manager, SWPM, software provisioning manager. Through SWPM, we can install. Okay, so how you are installing? We required one installation tool, right? So the installation tool is nothing but SAP INST.
Newer
Okay,
version
this
means
is nothing but
we need
SAP.
to use SWPM, sir.
SWPM we can NetWeaver 7.4, 7.5, okay, and ECC 6, ESP 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For all we can use SWPM. Okay, why? Because SAP has divided the ABAP stack and Java stack from NetWeaver 7.4 onwards. Okay, so and in SWPM, SAP has included Business Suite also. Okay, SAP has included Business Suite also. Everyone know about the Business Suite, right? What is a Business Suite? See this picture. See, latest one is Business Suite 7. Okay, actually Business Suite, what is Business Suite? It contains the components. Okay, it contains the software applications. What are the software applications? The Business Suite contains the software applications. It contains ERP, SEM, CRM, SRM and PLM. Okay, this all comes under one Business Suite. Okay, why SAP has provided Business Suite? Depends on different methods, different functionalities, different businesses. They have clubbed all the functionalities into one suite. They call it as a Business Suite. Okay, in Business Suite I have ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning, ERP related business functionalities, and SAP provided SEM related business functionalities, CRM related business functionalities, SRM related, PLM related. All the different types of functionalities they clubbed into one part and they provided as a Business Suite. So in Business Suite 7, what I can contain? I can contain in Business Suite it contains ERP 6.0, EP4 means enhancement package. Okay, we'll see enhancements. What is enhancement package? And CRM version is 7.0, SEM version is 7.0, SRM version 7.0, PLM version 7.0. If you open SWPM, there in SWPM we can see Business Suite 7. In Business Suite 7 you can find out these components, okay? These 5 components. Any one component you can install. Got it? And so in Business Suite we have a different types of software applications, ERP, SRM, CRM, PLM, right? So ERP is one of the most important. We need to talk about the ERP. ERP is Enterprise Resource Planning. Okay, means it contains some set of business rules, okay, which makes your business success. Okay, this is typical. This diagram is telling about typical business scenario. Typical business scenario. Okay, in this we have so many challenges are there. Still it is installing. Just one second, I am getting a
Ramu,
yes.
actually all the business suite is based on SAP NetWeaver only, right?
Yes, all your business suite functions, all SAP, different types of SAP applications will run based on SAP NetWeaver platform technology.
Okay, so for example, if I have to install the SRM or ECC, so before that we have to install NetWeaver, or it will be included in the ECC installation package only?
If you want to install SRM, it will install based on NetWeaver platform technology, because you see this picture, see, the base components are ABAP and Java. These are the
Yes.
fundamental components. Okay, on the top of on the top of fundamental components, you can install your SRM component, SRM software. So no need to install it twice. Okay, by default, it will install the fundamental components. On the top of fundamental components, you can install each application software you require, whether you require a SRM, CRM or anything. Okay, so this provisioning has been given in Business Suite. So that's why business suite came into the picture. Business suite, they have given all the types of different applications, software applications like ERP, SRM, PLM, CRM, like all these things.
Okay, but now we are installing NetWeaver only, right? So means what is the functionality of only NetWeaver application?
The NetWeaver functionalities is nothing but it is it is a platform, it is a technology, okay. So based on this technology, SAP has provided some components. The base technologies, base fundamental components for NetWeaver is AS Java and AS ABAP, okay. So based on this technology, SAP has provided some components like EEP, BI, business intelligence, enterprise portal, development infrastructure, okay, and mobile infrastructure and process integration, okay. For example, if you see this picture, these my two are my NetWeaver based components, okay. These are my NetWeaver based components, and these components are depending on my Java, AS Java. See, PI, MI, DI and BI Java, EP core. These all are depending on AS Java. Means when you are installing a BI Java or DI, MI, PI, okay, it will install based on my AS Java. Okay, these components are installed based on AS Java. Okay, if you are talking about the AS ABAP, and my PI and MI is dependent on AS ABAP. Okay, when you are installing a PI, you can, this installation will be done based on the AS ABAP. Okay, if you are see in SWPM, if you select PI, in that PI you will see AS ABAP. Okay, AS ABAP and or AS Java. Individually means the stack has been separated. Okay, and the MI also is dependent on AS ABAP only. And for BI Java, EP core, these are dependent on AS Java only, not AS ABAP. So my NetWeaver is contains the base platform. Okay, on the top of base platform, SAP has provided the components like EP core, PI, DI, MI, and all the things. Okay, these NetWeaver applications, those provided necessary technology components, okay, to your required business applications.
Okay.
So here default instance has been installed. Okay. So now we will start our SAP installation. So I'm selecting my installation master. Okay, installation master. I am Windows x86 64. This is, I am Windows x86 64 bit, right? Here I need to select SAP Identity. Just one second.
Where we download this SWPM?
From Service Marketplace. I will show you where you download. Okay.
Okay,
Just one second. I'm getting a call. One second. I'm
yeah,
getting
okay.
a on call. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I got a very high ticket from the customer. Okay, I got a call on call. So now, where we are? So in installation master, I need to select the operating system. What is my operating system? Windows. What is my bit? x86 64 bit. Okay. This all we need to check it out at the pre-steps. Okay. In that we need to select SAP INST. This is my installation tool. Right. I told you this SAP INST tool only I can install my SAP.
The screen is not
Correct?
visible.
The screen is not visible.
Yes.
I given a sharing. Now, are you able to see my screen?
No.
No.
No. Why no? I have given a sharing.
I am getting your screen.
Who?
I am not getting.
Raghu.
Raghu. Yes.
I'm also not getting.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
not
Who are
getting.
not getting?
Rajesh.
Hari.
Uh, 1 second. I will stop sharing and I will again provide the sharing. Okay. Screen and share. Yeah, I have given a sharing. Just check now. Means it will take at least some 20-30 seconds to load the screen. Let me know once you are able to see my screen. Is it okay? Is it okay? So everyone has able to see my screen, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, fine. So now I want to start my installation. So go to the installation master. In installation master, I need to select my operating system. What is my operating system? Windows operating system. Okay, what is my bit? 64 bit, x86 64 bit. In that I need to select SAP INST. Okay, what is SAP INST? This SAP INST is an installation tool. Okay, through SAP INST tool only I can install my SAP. Okay. Right click, run as administrator. If you are starting this SAP INSC tool in Linux operating system, okay, there is some two pre-steps we need to set out. Okay, there are some few pre-steps we need to set it out. So this is my SAP INST installation tool. Okay, see here what are the phases are there. Choose service, define parameters, check parameters, executive service, and completed. Okay, so here what are the services are there. Okay, CRM 5.0 SR3, ERP 6.0 SR3, SCM 5.0 SR3, SRM 5.0 SR3, and here my NetWeaver 7.0 SR3. Okay, we are installing SAP NetWeaver 7.0. Okay, expand this service. In this service, what we have: SAP systems, standalone engines, optional standalone units, software lifecycle options. Okay, go to SAP systems. In that SAP systems, what we have? We have different databases. Okay, IBM DB2 for Linux, Unix, and Windows. IBM DB2 for ZOS. MaxDB. This is one database. MS SQL Server, Oracle. So our database is MS SQL Server. Okay, go to the MS SQL Server, expand MS SQL service. Here, central system, distributed system, high availability system. Okay, expand central system. Here we need to select central system. Okay, regarding this, just go through this line